بفرمایید.
بله. اجازه است استاد مشروع کنم؟
بفرمایید بفرمایید.
به نام خدا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. خوشحال هستم که امروز در ختم پروژه مرکز بازدید کنندگان قرار داریم و ما از زحمت‌های اساتید عزیزمان که تا امروز روی پروژه همراهمان همکاری داشتن تشکر میکنم، خصوصا از استاد مهدی که همچنین پروژه را برمان معرفی میکنه و ما را با سایت‌های مواجه میسازه که طراحی از اونها اصلا آسان نیست و چیز بیشتر از طراحی ما میتونیم از این پروژه یاد بگیریم. سپاسگزار همگیتان هستم، خصوصا از استاد مهدی به خاطر انتخاب چنین پروژه های و از استاد نجیم که اینطور یک پروگرام ها را بر ما تهیه میکنه. سپاسگزار هستم. مرکز بازدید کنندگان پروژه ما در این سمستر بود که طراحی از این مرکز به عنوان یک فضای فرهنگی و شما میتونید اسلاید را چنج کرده، برای مشکل نیست، ما صحبت میکنم. طراحی مرکز به عنوان یک فضای فرهنگی و آموزشی صورت گرفته بود که هدفش فراهم کردن تجربه جذاب و آموزنده به خاطر مردمی که اونجا میان، یا بهتر بگویم بازدید کنندگان و گردشگران بود. و این تصاویری که شما میبینین تصاویری است که ما سایت، تصویر اولی تصویری است که موقعیت سایت دقیق نشان میده از لحاظ موقعیت جغرافیایی، و تصویر بعدیش هم جهتگیری آفتاب نشان میده که موارد به اندازه کافی صحبت شده، من فقط کوتاه میخوایم اشاره کنم. و کانسپتی اصلی از این مرکز البته باید بگویم که به اساس اصول معماری بومی و تاریخی منطقه شکل گرفته، الهام از الگوی چهارباغ و الهام خود اصلی از این سایت از الگوی چهارباغ است و بعدش هم از سایتی که در کنار از این قرار داره، BAGH-E-BABUR. تا ما کانسپت انتخاب کردیم، هدف ما از انتخابی کانسپت ای بود که تعادل برقرار کنیم و این تعادل تعادل باشه که نظم داشته باشه و حس مکان تاریخی را به شکل مدرن بازآفرینی کنیم. یک ترکیبی است که هم میموری بومی را در خودش داره، هم یک جلوه نمای مدرن نمایش میده. این مرکز با ایجاد فضاهای باز بسته و مسیرهای گردش مشخص و فضاهای نشستن، قسمی که شما در تصویر میبینین که باغ-بابر خودش هم میتر خصوصیات داشت، ما کوشش کردیم اینمی فضاها را که فضاهای باز داشت، یک قسمت بسته بود، مسیرهای گردش داشت. در این تصویر شما میبینین است یک تصویر نقاشی شده از باغ-بابر است و فضای نشستن داشت، استراحت داشت. اینی چیزا را در پروژه من تطبیق کنیم و امکان تعادل مرکز بازدید کنندگان با محیط فراهم بسازیم. هدف اصلی من ای بود. این تصویری هم که میبینین خود موقعیت سایت ما رو نشان میده و در کنارش روبرش BAGH-E-BABUR است. بسیار سریع چه سلایدات چنج میشه استاد، ما یک مقدار صحبت میکنیم بعدش چنج کنیم. و ای که طراحی میشه بریم سلاید بعدی استاد. طراحی فضاها به گونه شده که خب هم تجربه شخصی اهمیت داشته باشه، در کنارش تجربه اجتماعی به طور همزمان تأمین شود و بازدید کنندگان هم میتونن از همنشینی با معماری بومی خودان لذت ببرن و هم موضوع طبیعت و زیبایی طبیعت برشان در این پلان در نظر بگیرن. پلان منزل اول ما رو شما میبینین، این پلان خود کانسپت BAGH-E-BABUR یا الگوی چهارباغ نمایش داده. بخش اولش ریسپشن است که از این بخش وقتی داخل می آین اونمو آب روانی که در خود باغ دیده میشه در این جمع است و قسمت بعدی از این مطابقی پلان ما رو نشان میده که ببخشین که ما کتابخانه داریم در پلان منزل اول، اورینتیشن روم داریم، سرویس روم است و تشنابایی که در نظر گرفتیم به خاطر کسایی که اینجا میاین مراجعه میکنن. و در پلان منزل دو، پلان منزل دو را که بیارین برای کم، بله تشکر، دفتر است، لکچر هال است و همینطور سرویس روم و تشنابایی که بر پلان منزل دو. البته پلانای ما تا امروز ما روی پلانای مختلف کار کرده بودیم. این فاینال پلانی است که ما دو سه هفته سرش کار کردیم. نظریات تمام استادای ما را کوشش کردیم که در این پلانا تطبیق کنیم، خصوصا از استاد بشیر عزیزمون که سر خود الگوی چهارباغ و امی پلانی که فعلا میبینین زیاد تاکید داشتن. امیدوار هستم که این چیزایی که در پلانا ما گنجاندیم مواردی باشه که شما روش تاکید داشتین. و یک مورد دیگه هم بگویم که استاد مهدی که ما فرنیچر هم کار کرده بودیم، هدیه قرار بود اسکرین خودش شیر کنه. خب ما بر شما گفتم اسکرین تان شیر کنه، خیر ما کاپی فایلش براتون روان میکنم، چون تا ساعت 8 ما سرش کار کردیم و یک فایلش قبل از ساعت 7 ما براتون روان کردم و این قسمت ها را هدیه جان پرزنت میکنه، چون ممکن است نیت ما خوب نباشه اوضاعش. هدیه جان اگه خودت صحبت کنی. تشکر.
سلام علیکم به همه سدید. خب این الیویشن و نماها را کار کردیم بعد از او، یعنی بیشتر خواستیم روی کانسپت یک نمایی داشته باشه که مشابهت به خود ساختمانایی که در داخل باغ بابر کار شده، خصوصا مثلا کاروانسرای اینا داشته باشه که امو خشتکاری که در روی نما کار شده و آرک شیپ هایی که هست و مهندسی ترادیشنال افغانستان مشابهت داشته باشه. در سیکشن هم یک سیکشن از قسمت وسط ساختمان اصلی گرفتیم که امو جریان آب را که از شروع ساختمان، یعنی از انترنس هال شروع می شد و به مسیر خود داخل رسپشن می رفت و بعد از او خود کورتیارد اصلی ما، یعنی در کانسپت چهارباغ ما، و بعد از او داخل خود ساختمان اصلی و ساختمان به پشت انتقال میداد، یعنی مسیری که تمام مردم یعنی بازدید کننده ها را یک جهتیابی یا یک همراهشان، یعنی همون یک جریان فضا را یعنی تعقیب میکرد و او را نشان داده و همچنان ای که چقدر همون فضای ما فضای کوشش کردیم پلان تا جایی که میتونیم یک فضای باز، یک فضایی که بتونیم یعنی مردمی که بازدید میکنن بتونن خودشان جهتیابی کنن، راه خود درست بیافن نشان داده شده. قسمت 3D ها را میشه که سحر جان پرزنت کنه. تشکر.
سلام و عرض ادب خدمت همه اساتید و دوستان. صدای من رو دارید؟
بله.
تشکر، زنده باشید. خب تصاویری که مشاهده میکنید از 3D پروژه ماست. خب این پروژه در اسکچ خود سازی شده و در با موتور رندر اسکیپ رندر ها رو گرفتیم. در طراحی لندسکیپ پروژه ما الگو و الهام اصلی خود رو از باغ بابر گرفته ایم. کانسپت محوری طرح ما بر مبنای همون الگوی چهارباغ شکل گرفته. الگویی که ریشه در معماری تیموری و بابری داره و همچنین به عنوان نماد معماری اسلامی شناخته میشه. تلاش کردیم تا در دیزاین یک هماهنگی و هارمونی ایجاد کنیم با باغ. به همین علت در انتخاب متریال ها از این آجرنماهای 6 سانتی استفاده کردیم تا با مسائل بومی و معماری اصیل باغ مطابقت داشته باشه. همچنین در طراحی ها از آرچ ها بهره گرفتیم که از نمادهای اصلی معماری باغ به شمار میرفت و حالا برای ایجاد نوآوری و خلاقیت برخی از عناصر تزیینی معماری مختلف افغانستان رو در طرح مثلا شیشه ها به کار بردیم با رنگ های آبی که حالا کاربونی داشته باشه با آب و اینها، تا علاوه بر بازتاب هویت ملی یک تلفیقی باشه از سنت و نوگرایی. برای کف هم از سنگ مرمر استفاده کردیم. خب سنگ مرمر در معماری افغانستان سابقه طولانی داره و سنگ مرمر سفید و صورتی افغانستان بسیار معروف هست و اندکی هم من طراحی داخلی کار کردم که از این المان ها رو استفاده کردیم. فکر میکنم که نیلوفر جان ادامه 3D رو.
بله نیلوفر.
بله سلام علیکم. صدا مرا دارین؟
بله. بفرمایید.
سلاید 18 را استاد محترم بیاری.
Nilofer John, this is slide number 18. Can you see it?
بله امین است. استاد محترم عکس که تصویری که میبینین مربوط به طراحی داخلی کتابخانه می باشه که ما برای کتابخانه رو طور در نظر گرفتیم که برای که محل نگهداری برای کتاب‌های تاریخی می باشه. ما برای فضای برای ذخیره یا نگهداری آثار باستانی یا هنری دوره بابریان در نظر گرفتیم تا اینکه افرادی که وارد کتابخانه میشن نه تنها با مطالعه کتاب‌های تاریخی اونا میتونن با آثار عتیقه یا باستانی دوره بابریان نیز چیش معرفی شدن آشنایی پیدا کنن از اونا دیدن کنن. تشکر.
Well, thank you, girls. I would like to have, if Najim John allows, a quick discussion by our colleagues, our faculty, if you don't mind.
Sure. First of all, I like to say that I'm very much impressed. تشکر یک جهان از گروپ سیتیری، هدیه جان، یلدا جان، سحر جان، نیلوفر جان. به نظر ما یک پریزنتیشن بسیار مکمل، بسیار خوب، بسیار منظم و خصوصا ما از دیده نزدیک هر صفحه با تایتل باکس ها و معلومات های هر صفحه در هر موجود است بسیار خوش شدم و راستی یک شکل بسیار مسلکی و پروفشنال نشان میده برای پریزنتیشن. صفحات نمره زده شده، نام پروژه، نام انستیتیوتی که را میسازه، افغان آرکیتکچر استودیو، خود کورس، باغ بابر، شیت، تاریخ هایی که ریویو شده که استادایی که را باز اپروو میکنن یا بسیار خوب بود. به نظر ما فوق العاده خوب بود. تشکر.
Tashakar Najim John. I agree with you, and I can congratulate the group. I think they have worked hard, and it shows. I'm sure there are other issues, specific issues, when we look at the granular details we can talk about, but I'll allow other faculty if would like to. There's a hand up. Who is that?
فکر میکنم ولی جان ویداست.
بله اگه اجازه باشه.
بفرمایید.
با اجازه تان گرچه من مهندس نیستم اما با شما هر چیز یک جنرال نالج داریم نی؟ همین تصویری که میادم هستی کتابخانه، من نفهمیدم که این کتابخانه نمایش کتاب است یا اینجا میتونه مردم مطالعه کنن. برای اینکه سالونه که من میبینم یک سالونه مثل که یک دو وی آی پی با هم بشینن و صحبت کنن تو یک رقم معلوم میشه. منتها سالون کتابخانه که ما دیدیم خب معمولا میزاست و چوکیست مردم استفاده میکنن مطالعه میکنن دیگه. من نفهمیدم اگه کتابخانه است میبینم دو الماریا کتابا هست اما امی دکوریشن از این به کتابخانه نمیمونه. من نفهمید کتابخانه برای مطالعه است یا صرف برای نمایش است. تشکر.
تشکر جان. Yalda John, do you have any suggestion from your group?
من میخواستم بگویم که در جواب سوال استاد عزیزمان که این کتابخانه ما تنها کتابخانه نیست، یک قسمتش یک گالری هنری است که آثار دوره بابریان نشان میده. چون ما نخواستیم که گالری هنری جدا بزنیم، فقط کتابخانه تاریخی که میباشه زیادش بازمتر یک بخش هنری را نشان میدن، هنر از امو دوره را ما اردوش ادغام کردیم. یک قسمت روبروی از این کتابخانه است که الماریاش منظم ماندگی است و یک قسمت را که بر شما در دیزاین طراحی داخلیش کار کردیم، این همون قسمتی است که هنر از امو دوره را نشان میده، امو آثار عتیقه.
صدا قطع شد. من نفهم صدای من قطع شد. نفهمید صدای شما.
صدا نیست. درست است.
Yalda John, if I may intervene, I think Aghay Waida had a point. I think there's the intention is good. I really respect what you're doing. But I think for a public space, a public library or a public information center, it might be a bit too fancy, even with the furniture. I think he has a point. You might want to use a different furniture and more furniture, so the youngers and the olders can sit around or sit on the furniture and pick up a book and read. Tashakkur. Tashakkur. All right. Anybody else?
I have a couple of things. Can I see some of the renderings, please? Yeah, there you go. Okay. You guys, I have to congratulate you on this project. Well done. Beautiful. یک چیز میخوایم فقط متوجه بسازمتانه که be very careful when you do renderings. Your depth of field, you need to understand که visually you need to present these things properly in graphics. Look at your buildings. There's a clear large gap behind those two buildings, but or I assume there is because of the plan, but you see that the two buildings look like back to back. That is confusing. That should not happen. You need to kind of give it some more space on that. Can I see the interior space, please? There's another one with the elevator or with the lobby. Yes. Yeah. So look at, what is this window that's right in the front? What is that? Is that an elevator, a door, a window, a wall? What is that? You see, your designs, your renderings are beautiful, but they need to make sense. When I'm looking at that, I'm confused. What am I looking at? Why is that door just standing on its own? Freestanding, not attached to anything on one side, but attached, I assume it's attached on the other side. It is very, very vague. You guys need to pay very close attention to these renderings because, yeah, you guys make it look pretty and colorful, but you need to think about the technical, how to these things should look. Also, the water. That water feature that is going across, that looks literally like 5 inches. I don't, there should be something else. It just looks like it's an afterthought. When I see the water features connecting, I understand that the force of water is important. But when I'm looking at your interiors, that little water just looks so sorry and so, I don't know, just needs more attention.
I think Sarah John has her hand up. She might have an answer.
Go ahead.
Sarah John, ببخشید.
استاد سحر هستم.
ببخشید سحر جان، ببخشید.
خواهش میکنم استاد جان. ببخشید من چون من بیمارستان بودم، بعد من فایل رو ندیدم. من وقتی دیدم اینو خودم هم شوکه شدم برای طراحی داخلی، چون این رندر نهایی نبوده، یعنی این باید کات میشد و هدیجان انداختن و خب من این دیوار رو هاید کرده بودم برای اینکه بتونم اون سمت رو نشون بدم و اینجا حالا یک مشکل ایجاد شده و فکر میکنم که چون با یک ناهماهنگی این عکس ها انداخته شده، این مشکل الان در پروژه نهایی ایجاد شده.
Sarjan, if I may just make a comment, I think Professor Merengues has a point, but also from your perspective, I would not bring any excuses as a student in the discussion. You have a right to talk about your project, but you don't have to get into your personal issues that caused this, because that brings a whole different perspective. But regardless, I must say, Sarjan, that your group work is exceptionally well executed. However, as Aghay Huwaida mentioned, and I feel strongly about this, the treatment of the interior, especially with the furniture and arrangement, and has been almost like residential feeling. Yes. Don't take this personally. This is a absolute design reaction, okay? I think public spaces have a bit more ruggedness into it, a bit more rough, and I don't think that this shows that. However, I must say, your architectural design from a massing of your building and the treatment of the outside and inside is beautiful. That I agree. But in terms of the treatment of inside, you girls have to really look into it, think about it a bit differently. Those are my comments. Anybody else? Someone has a hand up.
Let me comment.
بفرمایید بشیر جان.
I think Yeldajan, concept-wise, I think it's a very strong concept that you have. And it has some good points. I think the problem is the presentation, the drawings. First of all, like in the plan, can you go to the plan? You have to show the context, what is happening. It's very raw. The basic information that should be in the plan, it's not there, even though you showed it in the site plan. And once you call it a plan, then there should be more information as furniture and space definitions, materiality when you call it plan. And you show the context of the plan. Where is the river? Where is the garden? In a way, it's the information that you have it in the site plan. If you repeat it, it's basically the same plan, but why to show that? Show the first floor plan with furniture, and more information should be there. And the same way I see in your 3Ds, there are inaccuracies in terms of drawings. Some drawings are well done, and such as this drawing. It's not, I mean, in the other drawings, you are showing landscaping, trees and other things, but in this drawing, I don't see that. So it looks like two different concepts, two different drawings. You see in this one, we see beautiful garden, but what elevation is this? I don't know why this doesn't have the same information. So it is the consistency, I think. You have to be consistent. Uh, uh, I see some miscommunication between the group, teamwork. You should always work together when you are doing one project, and every piece should represent a harmony, and so it doesn't raise questions. Regarding, I think, your concept, both for the plan and the architecture of it is very interesting and very fascinating. The use of these pointed arches, Islamic arches, I think in a very, you applied them in a very consistent way, and it looks like it has a character, and somehow it is in harmony with the regional architecture, with the architecture that is going in BAGH-E-BABUR. So you have some good, I think, concepts, both in plan and in 3Ds. So you see the questions like you are saying this is library interiors. It doesn't look like a library. You can call it a study room in the library, but so you have to be careful. It raises a lot of questions if things are not clear. But basically, I think your concept is very strong. You have done a good job. So just I see some inconsistency of language, of presentation, and graphics. You showed in your perspectives, I think there are here you see, we see thickness of walls, but in this one, there is no thickness. You see the window is almost flush with the elevation. It looks like a paper facade. So be careful. There are thicknesses, walls, and things like that. Because this is your final presentation, you don't bring excuses. I think I can go on and on. Thank you very much. Thank you.
تشکر
Good job.
بشیجان.
Good job.
That was great.
مهدی جان اجازه است یک چیز
Sure.
دیگر هم برای دخترها point out کنم because I
Sure.
don't think they understand that. Can I go to the exterior, please? The exterior renderings? Yeah, this or the one from the front, or okay. Yeah, there. Okay, so guys, I want you guys to answer one question. I thought this site was triangular. You're standing here. This site looks like square or rectangle. Why isn't this the shape of the site or your horizon or your eye level? Why can't we see that triangular site on the two sides? Those are wrong. You guys need to fix those things. Those are things that miscommunicate your design. Because when I see the site plan, this site is a triangular, but when I look at your renderings, when you're standing in the front, those walls on that side should not even be seen because they're far away. You guys need to pay very close attention to these details. That's all.
Thanks. Well, if there is no discussion, we can go to
I think
the other group. Oh, Tubajan, ببخشید. Go ahead. You have to turn your speaker on.
Okay. به اجازه اما تشکر پروفسور میدی جان. ما چند پوینت مختصر در رندرن میگم بریزی که ما درباره پلاناویا صحبت کردیم. اما فرانت دیدش. In looking at this, you know, I still see that the step concept that's inside, and it's also you can see the steps looking from outside, from a distance, which is a plus to me. And also in the other rendering, because it's the mix of old and new, the whole idea was to bring old and new together. I'd see the West style and also the very conservative style, which is good, and I appreciate that. I don't know if we could go to that library. To the library, please. Yes. From interior design point of view, sometimes we have like something unexpected, an element of surprise. I look at this area with that view. It's a corner that's very interesting. It's a corner that represents old and some artifacts. And the furniture, although the furnitures bring the old furniture to me. It works like a display, which is good. This area is more, the intention is as a display, as you see those vases, those artifacts, that instrument. Yes. To me, it has very balance, and it's an area that you just want to stand in a little away and look at it. I see it a positive and plus to this design. as I said, it's an element unexpected, something unexpected, and to me, it has it brings a positive and plus addition to the whole design. And let me see. Yeah, I see the harmony in between the colors, the color of interior and the colors of exterior. Some of the furniture are very, light and relaxed, but we remember this is a visitor center. We are going to a garden. I prefer lighter or relaxing furniture. Although this wall or the wall that's standing there, but sometimes we can use this kind of wall just for the purpose of interior and something to have to create a corner, to create a privacy, something like that. So that's the only thing that I saw in the plan. Again, against the code, the door was the two double doors were opening to the inside, which should be opening to the outside. Can we go to the plan, Mehdi John, please? Yes, you see in here, again, these doors should open to outside, just like this. The rest is, to me, it is, as I said, a successful presentation, and it is promising. Thank you.
Just following your conversation, Tubojan, I really was listening very carefully, since you're the previous projects that you put together, and you're very careful of the interior treatment. And the one thing that I would love to hear your experience about this notion of how the inside is connected to the outside. There's a sense of transparency. There's a sense of continuity, which is really wonderful. It's a beautiful piece of architecture and thinking in terms of that, and bringing a lot of light, natural light. The one thing that I would be very careful, and the girls have to really make a note of it, hopefully in the future, there's a human aspect, there's a human experience, physical experience, not just emotional, but physical. How you're coming from outside, from very slippery space, floor, especially during the winter, you have the ice and snow, into the interior space with the same material. You can use the same material, but the material finish should have a different texture. For instance, the outside texture should be honed or even rough, so people don't get hurt, especially kids. You can see that they're playing. Versus the inside, as you come in the inside, there's a sense of control by people who occupy the space and people who run the space. But the outside is really something that they have to really look into it. The other thing that really concerns me, they have gone, I think, to the max to create a sense of balance by making everything symmetrical. And I don't know if that's appropriate for this place. The symmetry of the building is one thing, but the symmetry and application of other issues, like these little urns, I don't know what they are. They're a bit kind of strange. Also, the position of this furniture that are on the outside, should it be there, or should it be some more relaxed and more friendly, I would say. The thing which really excites me is the form of the building. It's really wonderful. But I think they can tone it down in terms of its in terms of its formality. It's too formal. The building can be formal, but the treatment of the interior space doesn't have to be as formal. Like Huwaida was talking about the library, and that's the interior, of course. And they have to really be concerned about how they treat the inside and outside.
And following your point, here in our project, we try to avoid marble for the floor. We use marble usually for the wall because marbles are very, very sensitive, and they are prone to damage. So I was kind of in all these, I was kind of concerned about using marble for the floor. It's also, as you said, it's not very friendly for walking or for the floor, and also how to maintain for a public space like this. And it's open to injury, as we said. آسیب پذیر هستن، آسیب پذیر، لغت درستش آسیب پذیر است ماربل. بسیار زود استین لکه میشه، بسیار تراش میشه. ما امر ماربل افغانستان بلدیت ندارم، نمیفهم که چقدر مقاومتش است، اما در اینجا که ما پروژه کار میکنیم even in the kitchen we don't want to use marble as a countertop because of all those good reasons.
It's a very porous material. It can be stained, as you said, and can be damaged.
Mehdi, can I point out one more thing that I just saw? ببخشن اومین جان. ما پیش که یادم بره امو fountain با من نشان بدن please. That fountain, I just want to point that. Yes. No. Go down to slide 15 or 16. 15. Yes, 15. Okay. Please be careful with scale. Look at the size of that woman and look at the size of your fountain. That woman can literally jump over that fountain. So please be careful with that. Okay? Your human scale should be, if you're using a female, 5 feet, minimum or average. A man, 6 feet. What is the size of that fountain in your plan? Please be careful with these things. These are design issues that can completely make or break your project. That's all. ببخشن اومین جان.
Go ahead, اومین جان.
خواهش میکنم. ما بسیار کوتاه تشکر. کامنتای ما با جز از کامپلمنت دیگه چیزی نیست. ما این پروژه را در I'm looking at the whole picture. The girls came at the beginning with no clue of concept, no clue of drawing. They couldn't put things together like what was the concept, how they developed the elevations and perspectives and models and so on. And I see a tremendous improve of the whole thing that they did. Now they know how to put together things, how to present. Look at this beautiful frames or title blocks that they put. And the concept is it's amazing. And they know all that. These cosmetics that we are talking about, we talked a lot during the classes. And they should consider those things. But I am very pleased about what they learn. And today I'm very proud of them that they know how to develop a concept. If it is poor or it is great, but they know what to do now. They have problems on software developments. They couldn't develop the interior perspectives very well to satisfy others. They couldn't develop the proper skills at the outside. But I mean, they tried their best, and I'm sure after getting all these comments, they will improve their knowledge and software too. This is why I always encourage them to use the hand sketches. If they did, they probably could show that thickness of the wall that Ustad Bashir Kazmi was talking about, and or that narrow water path that they showed that. So, you know, and the whole, they did very well, and I'm so proud of that. The one thing they missed, this is also cosmetics, but it's very important. I still did not see a north arrow in their site plan. But thank you so much, girls. I'm proud of you. Take care.
Sorry, John. I think they have a north arrow in this. It shows on the site analysis, but I understand. I think it should be consistent with all floor plans and site plan. The one thing that I want to reflect on your comment, I know you mentioned a couple times the word cosmetic. I think a good architecture, I'm sure you know better than I do, is not just a facade, it's not just a form, it's the totality of the space in terms of human experience, physical and emotional experience, which we talked, I think, Bojan talked about, Merengue John talked about. And above all, and we all learned, I'm sure you learned it too, and in school, a teacher always told us, your idea is one thing, the next 50% is how you present it. So the presentation of your wonderful ideas really have to be expressed graphically and textually and orally. So it emphasizes the most beautiful issues of your design. And those are my comments. I think we should, and because of the time, we should go to the next project, if you all don't mind.
مهدی جان، فقط من یک چیز به گفتای میرنگیز جان و توبا جان اضافه میکنم که همین فرش مرمدین علاوه بر اون چیزای دیگه که شما گفتین که آسیب پذیر است، خطرناک هم است به حساب لغزیدن یا لغشیدن. و لیکن این در کجا باید استفاده شود؟ در جایی که بدون بود شما میره، مثلا صحن امام رضا در مشهد مقدس، یا مثلا اطراف مزار شریف روضه حضرت علی، یا صحن خود حرمی که مثلا در حج اینجاست. اونجا کل مردم که پای لچ میرن و پای لچ مهم نیست، اما که بود او علاوه بر این که مشکنه و دیگه میشه اینا لغزندگی اونم ریسکش هست که آدم بلخشه و بفته و اوگار شود. تشکر. بازم بر دخترها تبریک میگم، بسیار زحمت کشیدن، موفقیت مزید برشان میخوایم.
تشکر جانم. Okay, I guess what I'm going to do, I'm going to open the next assignment C2, and the group should be ready to present their project. Let's see, C2.